But my synopsis is Dave didn't go live, Ash didn't go live. Dave is renowned for telling porcupines, says stuff without evidence. But let's look at the evidence. Axel walked out of his house with his camera on, around multiple streets, out of breath as well. So, look, I don't like Axel. Axel don't like me. So this is purely, I don't like Ash, I don't like Dave. This is purely an outsider point of view, neutral point of view rather. Axel turned his camera on and walked around the streets. Dave and Ash filmed the sky. They're talking they got like a drone footage of him having a piss, and they're stalking him now. You know, they got to the realms of stalking and looking at the health of Axel. You know, he can barely breathe, and yet you lot can't do nothing. It's just pathetic versus pathetic. And then there's Ash giving it the big licks, like walking around in the dark with his hood up and his big ginger beard. Acting like he's done something good, saying he's going to treat him, Axel, like Decker Heggie. You are Decker Heggie. You and Dave. Dave was Decker Heggie's voice behind the scenes. He told Decker what to say. You know, he's the one that got Mandy and, you know, Decker into Mandy's house. And Axel won that, man. He came out, he can barely breathe, and you lot couldn't be seen. So, like, let's say, for example, Dave said he was at this location, point A. You knew where Axel was because he was live walking down the streets. You could even see the street signs. You did absolutely nothing, Dave and Ash. You did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. You know, for a man that can barely breathe, that has trouble, you know, catching his breath and walking up and down the road. So if he's a weasel, Ash and Axel, both of them together are super weasels. Ashman and Robin. I just wanted to say that. I was just watching Ash doing his little walk and talking his nonsense as usual. What did he say again? He reckons I'm Colonel Gaddafi. What did he say? He said, like, I've got big eyebrows. What the fuck's he smoking? Look. And as for grassing, calling the police, where's the evidence of that? And if you did call the police, then how come you said you were still at the place where you said you was going to meet? Surely you would have moved on. But you knew where Axel was all the time because he's walking up and down the streets and you can see the street post. And you got like drones out. If your drone got a license, Dave, considering, you know, you're up for, like, you know, being on the side of the law and all that. Oh mate, it's absolutely pathetic. You couldn't even do a little weasel from Bridlington who was out of breath walking up and down the road. What was it Kay said? I'm going to call, your PIP money's going to be stopped now. Now we know you don't need your mobility scooter. You fucking witch weasel. Anyway, that's me done.